Let's talk extended handpans. Here I have a D kurd 15, it's just got a few notes on the bottom. It was made for me by Meridian Handpans in 2022. You might have one that's more extended or less extended, you might have one in a different key. This video will be relevant for you because you can apply the concepts that we talk about here. Now I'm working on the assumption in this video that you already have a general knowledge of how to get around to get a good sound out of these bottom notes. And I'm also working on the assumption that you have a basic understanding of chords and chord shapes. By that I mean understanding that this shape here is a D minor, as is this shape, because I'm using an A, D, and an F in both cases. I'm just moving where that A is, right? I could even use the ding. This shape is our B flat major, A minor, C major, D of course, F, G. So what I recommend is getting really familiar with the top of your instrument first. Make sure you know the note names, at least roughly for now, and the chord shapes. This is really important because in order to use the bottom notes and to be able to use them confidently, what we need is an understanding of what notes we're already playing within the pattern that we're using. Say for instance I'm playing some kind of arpeggio. Let's go with that example. It's really helpful for me to know that I'm playing an A, D, F here, because then I can decide how I might want to change around the shape of those same chords. Say I play a D minor and my A is on top, as we just discussed. I could play the same chord with the A on the bottom. I could play the same chord, if I'm arpeggiating it, with the F on the very bottom, on the bottom shell, right? Because I know what the note names are, I can make decisions about where I choose to play them, and therefore changing the shape of the chord itself. We call that an inversion. Say in a C major chord, like on a piano, you've got C, E, and G. If I were to move the C and play it on top, we've got a first inversion there. Then we've got E, G, and C. And it's still the same chord, but it's just changing the feel of it. Let me show you what that sounds like. C, E, G. I create a first inversion, I play E, G, C. So we can mix around how we choose to play those chords. So here's this D minor arpeggio again. I'm playing an inversion already. I'm playing A, D, F instead of D, F, A, right? I've put the top note on the bottom. I could now also move the F down because I've got one under here. Now this is a little bit funky because the F is the relative major of this chord, the third of the chord, the middle note, D, F, A. The middle note is always going to make it sound quite ungrounded if you put that on the bottom, if you root it in that note, because it might start to feel that I'm moving towards this F major chord. Da, da, da. But actually I end up moving minor chord. So it kind of goes where you don't expect it to. You can use that to your advantage depending on what you're composing and what kind of sound you want to create there. You can use these inversions, putting top notes onto the bottom, to create some really interesting variations. I might keep my F then when I move over to that B flat major chord that we had before. Here's the original. Here's the same thing but with the F on the bottom. Right? You could even change that halfway through. Whoops. Right? Both the ding and the F underneath are an octave below notes that are in the chord already. Then if I move to C, maybe instead of playing this G on top, I can put that G underneath. I've got a G under here. Just giving it that little bit more depth. So then if I play that arpeggio pattern, changing to bottom notes, technically we're playing the same chords, but we're playing inverted variations of them to give them a completely different feel and ground them in a different way. So my challenge to you then is to take this idea, find a little chord progression that you like. Maybe it is an arpeggiated pattern. That's the easiest way to start to introduce it initially. And then see if you can find notes that you know you have on top that you also have lower versions of underneath, or maybe even higher versions of. We didn't look at, in this video, high extensions, but you could start to play around with, you know, playing the same arpeggio, really basing it in low notes. And then in the repetition, creating a bit more airiness, a bit more breathiness, and going all the way up. And utilizing top notes as well. Again, find the note that is already existing in the pattern that you're playing, and then look on your diagram of your handpan, or if you've already got them memorized, find where the same note is, but an octave lower or higher on the bottom of your handpan. Swap and change it, play around, get creative. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this kind of thing. I haven't really explored that much with regards to extended handpans here on YouTube yet, just because they're not as relevant for everybody, and I like to kind of stay as beginner friendly as possible here in this space. But if this is something that you're interested in, do let me know and I'll for sure make more of these tutorials. If you'd like to support my work, you can become a patron. I have 3 different tiers: friend, supporter or student. If you join the student tier, you get access to additional tutorials every single Friday, little mini courses, as well as a calendar, a practice plan every single month. You get a brand new calendar page which gives you a practice plan, just to keep you kind of going on your journey and keep you inspired and motivated. You also get access to a whole community, a WhatsApp community of people learning just like you. So do come along and join us. Otherwise, if not, I'll see you somewhere else on YouTube sometime soon. Much love. Thank you very much.